Hello everyone and welcome back to a little bit of random. My name's Amanda and today I have for you an Ipsy glam bag unboxing and quick little go over of the products I got in it. What are my initial reactions? Alright, so this is the glam bag for January of 2025. It's really cute. I like it. I like this woven material. It does feel like that faux leather. So that's really cool. Like the gold buckle there and the little embroidering. Very cute, very classic. I also like the blue color. That's my favorite shade of blue. And then the item underneath it was one of my Ipsy picks, which we'll go over when we get there. This is the lining inside the bag. So it's that neutral gray color with the little gold button, which is really cute as well. Okay. Alright, so let's go over the elephant in the room, which is the product that couldn't fit in the bag. I got as one of my Ipsy picks the Kamara A Unique Beauty. The Virtuous Woman Brush Set Volume 1, Deborah and Ruth. Okay, so that's what those look like. Now I got these brushes because my desk is a mess, so I'm not going to show you, but I don't have a lot of makeup brushes and I despise washing them and drying them, so whenever I get a chance to get a few more makeup brushes just to put into my collection, I do, because it saves me from going through the hassle of washing them all the time. Brushes out of the packaging. My first impressions are I like the style. I like the gold with the embossment of the company name and then the name of each brush. I wish it had the number on it, but they did make it more personal with giving them names, which is cute. But, like 102, 0.5, what have you. I'd like the brush number, because the brush number is going to tell you which product you'll use it for when applying makeup. They are lightweight, so they're very light to the touch. I like the faux wood, and the brush tips are nice and fluffy, so I like that. They're a little more loosely packed, so I wouldn't use this as necessarily a foundation brush for my estimation of the number that these would be. I wouldn't use it for that anyways, but just for the fact. The bristles aren't densely packed enough to like hold heavy foundation on it. The handle feels a little bit on the cheap end, and I don't say that as a bad thing. I'm just saying that because it's so lightweight, and then you have, even though I like the wood grain vibe, if it was a heavier brush, it would play more into the vibe of the wood grain paint on there. But it's still cute. They're good. They'll work in my collection. I like a lightweight brush, so just putting the one shed a little bit, just putting that out there for anybody who saw wood grain and was like, oh, this is going to be a really, weighty brush in the hand or be more on the luxe side. It's not. So just realistic expectations. Okay, so then we have the next thing I'm pulling out, and this is Pretty Vulgar. That's the company name. And it's Cool AF Lava Water Foundation. Now, this was in the glam bag for $14.95 a month, plus a $1.25 processing fee. You do get a variety of deluxe deluxe minis, and then just minis of products, or travel size if you want to put that spin on it. This Lava Water Foundation was picked for me by Ipsy. As I said, my pick were the brushes. In the glam bag, you only get to pick one product. In the BoxyCharm, which I also subscribe to, you get to pick 3 of your 5 products, and those are all deluxe sizes or full sizes. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Let me get a swatch here for you. We'll see if this color works with my skin tone. Alright, so that is the swatch, and the reason I put it on that part of my hand is that my face isn't very tanned, but my arms and hands are, so it wouldn't be a true test of the color if I put it on a more tan part of my body, as my face isn't. So let me rub that in now. Okay, so just, that's going to be a little hard to see in this lighting, so I do apologize. Just with the, there we go, that's a good shot. Just with the complexion of the lighter part of my hand, it's probably maybe one shade or two shades lighter than I would personally need it for my facial skin tone. It's more close to that paler area of my hand than it is the tan. But on the tan side, you can't even see I added anything. So if I had that natural glow going on my facial skin right now, that would look really good for the color it is. And as I said, for the color I am, even though it's oxidizing a bit now, I still think it's a one shade too light, if that makes sense, because you could see where I stopped rubbing the foundation towards my fingers there and towards the side of my hand. So when, of course, you want your foundation to look as close to your natural skin as possible, so it doesn't look cakey or packed on, anything like that. So that's why I say I would need like one shade darker than what that currently is. Or I'm sorry, one shade darker. One or two, somewhere in there. But not a bad product, and I can use it because I can build it up with bronzer and contour and everything else, so that I'll get use out of that too. So that will definitely get its use. Okay. Alright, so moving on, we have a ad. And this is going to tell us the theme of the box. This year is looking next level. Looking next level. Okay, it's going to tell us about each of the products, and I'll read you about the two that I've already opened just to give you reference. So we have the Kamara Unique, the Virtuous Woman Brush Set Volume 1. Sick of cakey, crinkled under eyes? So these are under eye brushes. Set your sights on this blending and concealing brush set. They get their magic from ultra soft synthetic bristles, which I mentioned when I felt them. They make applying, blending, and setting your under eye makeup a dream. No harsh lines or streaks to see here. Use the concealing brush to blend concealer. Use the setting brush to dust powder over it. But again, it's not telling me which one is I know which one is the setting and which one is the concealing, but the general consumer wouldn't unless they're very into makeup. So for that fact, I would say, like I mentioned, put the brush number on the end of the brush so that I can go on any website and see 102 is for foundation, if that makes sense. Okay, and let me read about the Lava foundation. So pretty vulgar, cool AF lava water foundation in no filter. Your face card will never be declined with this flawless liquid foundation that gives you buildable coverage to help blur the look of uneven skin and discoloration, leaving you with a second skin finish. Ingredients like charcoal help to soak up excess oils and prevent clogged pores too. Now I like that because I have very oily skin, and I have very deep pores, so I do like that it has that property in it. So I might follow the directions here and build it up and make that. And now that it fully oxidized, that is my skin tone. So actually, I wouldn't even need to build that up. That's perfect. Okay, so with this foundation, we have to give it a minute or two to breathe, which now we know, and that's excelente. All right, so let's go with our next product. Okay, and now this is going to be, if I had to go off of the fluid ounce size, a full size, because it's that 1.1 fluid ounce. So this is our full size product of the bag. Depending on what the product is, you may get one full size. It's not guaranteed. It doesn't always happen, but you might. In this case, I did. So this is the HD Smoothing Primer Base. Okay, is this Base de Tenet? Can't read that necessary language, and I'm probably not even pronouncing that properly, but I wonder if this is going to have a tint to it. That's what I was trying to figure out. Okay, let me read what we can do to figure that out. Oh, and it is by Bella Price Cosmetics. So we have the Bella Price Cosmetics HD Smoothing Primer. Sorry about that. Let me get a better angle. And we have Get Caught Up in 4K Looking Flawless with this HD Ready Smoothing Primer. Watch as pores, fine lines, and dry patches are blurred into invisibility. This hydrating formula keeps oils in check, setting the perfect base for makeup that stays looking fresh way after the credit roll. Smooth a pearl-sized amount over your face. Wait a minute, then apply your... Okay, so this is one that you have to let set a second to dry. Some primers you can smooth right in. They don't take long at all. They dry pretty quickly. This one is, if it's saying give it a minute, and I would say with my oily skin, I'd have to give that 2 or 3 minutes. But all in all, happy to have it. I did run out of my Elme tinted primer, so I am happy to have this and be able to use it. So I will get my use out of that one as well. So far not any duds yet, which I'm happy about. Okay, so next we have the Plum Pump Hyaluronic Gloss Balm. So that is a lip balm. It looks like it's going to be pinky by Glow Recipe. Okay. And that says Glow Recipe Plum Hyaluronic Acid Lip Gloss Balm. Kiss your rough, dry, and cracked lips goodbye with this multiple award-winning lip balm. It's packed with protective cacao plum, reparative raspberry extract. Oh, these words, I'm telling you, I'm struggle bussing. And water-locking hyaluronic acid to help hydrate, heal, and seal in softness and moisture all day. Oh, well, that's good because I use the lip oil every day. But I'm all for a balm. And if it hydrates and plumps, why not? So I will happily use that as well. I wonder if it's going to be pink. 1 second. So I would say that in this lighting, that's a nice pale pinky plum color. Let me give it a sniff test. No scent, so it's unscented. Which isn't a bad thing. You know, sometimes you want your cosmetics to be unscented depending on what it is and what it's for. And last but not least, our final item by Memory Candy Shop. This is their Endu perfume. Size is, that gold foiling is beautiful, by the way. Size is 0.34 fluid ounces, so it is a travel size, 10 milliliter. Okay. Fragranced with notes of apple blossom, sweet pear, rock candy, and whipped vanilla. Oh, that sounds awesome. It is number 8, so I don't know if it's part of a series, but if it is, it's number 8. Let's look at the ingredients real quick just to make sure there's nothing in that bothers my skin. But we are looking good there, so awesome. Sometimes fragrances do make my skin break out depending on the potency and what's in it, but this one should be good. A little bit of warnings there on use. Yeah. So that's good though. I like that. So that's definitely awesome. And once again, we're going to read about it. Oh, full size is $60. Do you see that price tag down there? For 100 milliliters. Okay, so this candy-coated fragrance is nostalgia at its finest. Dialing in on the joyful aromas emanating from your favorite candy shop, the mouth-watering and delicious scent of sugared peaches, watermelon gummies, and decadent vanilla will satiate any gourmand lover. Tip: spritz this on your pulse points, wrists and neck, as well as behind your ears. Here's a funny story. My grandmother used to have a lot of the little very small dipstick perfumes, if you know what I'm talking about, you know. Like the ones you get in magazines, the samples. And she would put it on her wrists and behind her ears, but she'd also take a little bit right between her cleavage. So right on the breastbone, like where your cleavage meets. And she would put it there as well. And when she would sweat, it would, because your chest gets warm when you sweat, obviously. But it would also emanate from there too. So, while it's not a pulse point, it's definitely something to take into consideration because she always smelled really beautiful. So, just a little tip there. Take it as you will, and a funny story to go along with it. But other than that, that's everything I got in this month's Ipsy Glam bag. I really enjoyed this. I think this month was I'm going to say a 5 out of 5 for me. I got 2 new brushes, which I absolutely need. Well, let me pause and show you everything we got. So, in addition to the brushes, which I love and I needed and I'll happily use, ignore the crumbs on my desk. We've got the lip treatment, which is awesome because I only have this lip oil from Groovy Beauty I've been using, and it's pretty full. But when this goes, I got something already set for a backup. So I love that. The fragrance, I already know I'm going to love that scent. So I'm not even going to bother spritzing it because I love anything gourmand, sweet, candy. Half the perfumes in my collection have some form of fruit and or sugar. So I know that's a win. Once that foundation oxidized, we saw that it's a perfect color match for me, so that's fantastic. It is $40 for the full size, but to be honest with you, I may purchase it just because it's hard to find a color match because it's such a struggle. Half my face is red patch, the other half is very textured with pores and acne scars, so it's just a thing. So if I could find something that matches my skin tone perfectly, then it's going to hide all those imperfections better than me having to layer and layer products. So I love that. And then the primer, I'm not going to open because I don't have a primer on the go right now, but I already have on my makeup for the day, so I'm not gonna, there's no way for me to test it. But if you want to see that, leave a comment in the video below, and I'll do a video on, like, me applying my makeup in the morning before work and give you guys an idea of, like, what products I use, how I like them, how I layer them. So let me know if you want to see that, if that would be something you'd be into. Other than that, yeah, I really think this was a 5 out of 5 bag for me. I didn't get too much makeup, and I didn't get too much skincare, and I finally got a fragrance, which is fantastic. Love their fragrances. So I'm a happy camper, truly. All right, everyone, as always, thank you so much for joining me. Your viewership is always appreciated and valued. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you really liked it, you could subscribe to the channel. We are an ever-growing community here on YouTube. Beauty enthusiasts, snack enthusiasts, gamers. We do a little bit of everything, and that's why the channel is called A Little Bit of Random. So if you love that stuff and you want to see more, feel free to subscribe. Turn on the alerts button for when I do new posts. I try to make one every day. Whether it be a short or an actual long form video. And yeah, other than that, have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye now.